Adequate levels of this vitamin ensure a good balance of sex hormones, estrogen in women, testosterone in men, a proportionate approach to your ideal weight, and a strong immune system. Today, we will learn how vitamin D influences excess weight loss, what concentration is required for you to maintain adequate levels of sex hormones, and how it provides immune protection and ultimately anti-aging. Hi, I'm Johanna Köhle, journalist, researcher, and health consultant. Vitamin D3 can be formed when a chemical reaction occurs in human skin as a steroid called 7-dehydrocholesterol, which is broken down by the sun's ultraviolet B light or so-called tanning rays. The sun will be our ideal source because when we synthesize vitamin D from it, it ties to the D-binding protein 100%, and its effects last much longer than any concentration we get from foods that contain it or from supplements. Let's look at how vitamin D makes you look sexy. Several studies have shown that there is a strong possibility that overweight people are vitamin D deficient. The reason is that vitamin D is fat soluble, and it can get trapped in stored fat and cannot do its job. The good news is that by losing excess weight, vitamin D is released from adipose tissue, and it's like opening the floodgates to where it's meant to go, as shown in a study published in 2021. What's more, the way this study was conducted showed that fasting, together with exercise, significantly boosts vitamin D metabolism. After vitamin D is synthesized in the skin, it is stored in body fat and released into the bloodstream, where it is converted into a hormone. Vitamin D transformed into a hormone regulates 5% or more of the encoded protein in the human genome. Imagine walking around without testosterone if you're a man or estrogen if you're a woman. This is a steroid hormone, not a simple vitamin. Vitamin D carries hormones, including sex hormones, throughout your body. For good sexual health, a woman's concentration of vitamin D in her body should be between 70 and 90 nanomoles per milliliter of blood. In terms of immune function, there are vitamin D receptors on immune cells, and the reason for this is that when the vitamin D hormone attaches to a receptor, it activates a number of genes. As we know, genes act by enabling the body to respond to environmental changes. For example, in this case, regulating our immune function. This has been supported by several experiments with respiratory infections where vitamin D supplementation provided a protective effect by reducing the risk of infection by an additional 10%. In the field of naturopathy, vitamin D plays a major role because for attractive hair and skin, vitamin D3 exerts several positive actions. It mobilizes the skin's natural protective immune mechanisms, reducing the risk of skin infections and rosacea. Vitamin D3 plays a key role in the development of repair of skin cells, such as the healing of pimples or abrasions. Destroys free radicals that can cause premature aging. Vitamin D3 also stimulates collagen production, which improves elasticity and reduces fine lines and wrinkles. Ample levels of vitamin D3 in tissues improve the radiance of skin, eyes, and hair, as D3 leads to a better balance of oil and fat in tissues, improved hydration, and a more youthful tone in the skin and an overall appearance. The effects of vitamin D3, according to a study published by the US National Library of Medicine, are achieved through immunomodulations. These include anti-inflammatory actions, regulation of keratinocyte proliferation, and differentiation programs to build the epidermal barrier necessary to maintain skin homeostasis. In addition, They induce antioxidant responses, inhibit DNA damage, and induce DNA repair mechanisms to attenuate premature skin aging and cancer genesis. The maximum tolerable intake for humans has been estimated at 4,000 international units per day, but studies have shown that even people who have ingested up to 10,000 international units per day and for years have not suffered from hypercalcemia or any problems related to this intake. Ideally, however, it is best to have a blood test where vitamin D levels can be measured. There is a tendency for people with levels greater than 60 nanomoles per milliliter of blood to have slightly elevated calcium levels without this being any cause of concern. However, there are meta-analyses of studies where vitamin K1 and or K2 have been tested and found to both improve bone mineral density and protect against hypercalcemia. In this regard, if you are going to supplement with vitamin D3, prefer a formula that comes with vitamin K2, as vitamin K2 stays in the periphery of the liver and is limited to taking calcium out of the bloodstream and directly into the bones and muscles. In the content box of this video, you will find a link to the full article where you will also find the main food sources of vitamin D. If you like this video, please click on the like icon. Remember to subscribe on the red button and activate the little bell to receive notifications every time there is something new to learn in nature's way, in the art to heal yourself. See you soon!